But you know, Obama, I have no idea what his theory of government is.
Well, we've discussed this. Political parties are sports teams at this point in our history. They are changing. It makes me crazy when they say, oh, you know what, we're not getting enough votes. We're going to have to change our platform to match more voters. And that tells me that you don't have an idea. You don't have a governing principle. You don't have an idea. You're just doing what it takes to win, and that's not what government should be.
Yes, exactly. And, you know...
It's not a job. It's an idealist position.
And the nutty thing is, can you imagine if Bush and Cheney were doing the drone strikes with the kill list? If Bush were sitting in the room and saying, these are the guys you want to kill, with things called baseball cards, you know, that whole article in the Times that was leaked. I mean, the cynical people say it was leaked by the Obama people themselves to make him look tough, that he decides who they're going to kill, and they keep down civilian deaths by saying that anyone that was hanging out with that terrorist was obviously a terrorist too. And they've got this law now, which Obama says he will not abuse. He takes it very seriously, that the American president can now say anyone who's a terrorist, they send a drone in, which is done right here at Nellis, right here in Vegas. Send them out and kill people, just killing them. Just killing them.
And why are not people raising a fuss about this? Why are the Democrats who have been fussed about
as far as I can tell, there is no anti-war movement whatsoever. Or, I guess put another way, the entire anti-war movement in this country is in this room right now.
Yeah, that could be.
It's... there was a big anti-war movement under Bush. And then Obama gets elected. Obama keeps killing people, you know. He doesn't close Gitmo, you know. He goes to these military trials instead of civilian trials. He's killing people without a trial and without due process. In one case, you know, that big Al-Qaeda asshole, an American, you know, American-born. And it's okay. And now it's like Obama's tough, and he killed bin Laden, and that's, you know, that's a cool thing, and, you know, we wanted to get him, and he was the mastermind behind 9/11 and all of that. But there would be this really strong, can you imagine the words kill list if they were associated with Bush, how they would draw these horrific cartoons of him going through baseball cards and deciding who to kill? But Obama, it doesn't vibe out that way. And I just don't understand it. And I don't understand if here's the thing, you can predict completely accurately. If you read a couple of libertarian books, if you read one issue of Reason Magazine, you can predict what Gary Johnson's opinion is going to be on anything. And you could find out that Gary Johnson was a born-again Christian. Like Ron Paul. You could find that out about him, but you wouldn't have to even think about it because you know he's not going to put the Ten Commandments up in courtyard, you know, in courthouses. You know that he's not going to have a crucifix behind the Supreme Court. You don't have to care about his character. His character is not the right word. You don't have to care about his personal beliefs because his governmental beliefs
are specific.
And you know,
outlined.
You can read one issue of Reason Magazine and you can guess, is he for drug legalization? Sure. You know, is he for a free market? Yes. Is he for crony capitalism? No.
How does he feel about gay marriage?
You know all that.
He doesn't care.
Just from reading one thing. Even if he is personally sickened by the idea of gay sex. You know, he's going to have his position that is within a theory of governance, you know, what he thinks should be done. Mitt Romney, there's no theory of government. It's I was a businessman. I'll be able to fix this any way I can with a practical way. Obama, I was a constitutional scholar. I'm a good guy. I'm compassionate. You know I'll do the right thing. And the right thing, the exact same thing done under Bush and done under Obama are different things. You know, people who were all for Bush killing people are against Obama killing people. It is sports teams. It is insane. And I just want somebody who has a theory that says, let's try this. This is my theory of socialism. If you elect me, I will do everything I can to push socialism through. you know?
Sure.
This is my theory of libertarianism.
Right. This is what the Democrats stand for. This is what the Republicans stand for. We
but the
don't
Democrats
know.
and the
They
Republicans, we don't know. It's not just floppy. It's just no idea. It bothers me less. You know, what you say, they change based on the polls.
Right.
That actually bothers me less than just we don't have a theory we're carrying through. We're just kind of, even if they weren't answering to the people's whims to suck up to them, but they're just taking shit as it comes at them and saying, I think we should do this. No, let's do that. No, let's do this. There's no manifesto. There's no plan. You know, Ryan has the budget plan, but there's no overall plan of what is the job of government, you know? And that's what the Constitution was. That's what the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, Bill of Rights, is a theory of government. And if you talk to Gary Johnson, he has a theory of what the government should do.
That was